Put your hands together for Khaliah O. Guillory. Khaliah O. Guillory is a Forbes featured sleep expert and culture savant that works with organizations who want to leverage authentic corporate culture to increase performance and productivity. She's been dubbed as the People Whisperer because she's known to inspire and engage crowds with high energy and constant interaction, leaving the audience fired up, ready to implement takeaways immediately. Khaliah is an international speaker, spreading her playbook on how to achieve radical self-love across the globe. Her purposeful works have been seen in Forbes, Essence, ABC, and Fox, and she's graced the cover of the Houston Business Journal. Her passion is giving back to the community through her charity, the Cynthia A. Guillory Foundation. Based on her philanthropy work, City of Houston's Mayor Sylvester Turner proclaimed October 29th as Khaliah O. Guillory Day. Oh, and she's the recipient of President Biden's Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. Khaliah is an adrenaline junkie who jumped out of a perfectly functioning airplane at 10,000 feet. Although an avid napper, her high energy and interactive style promises not to put you to sleep.
Y'all put your hands together for that one.
Please stand on your feet and give the loudest welcome to Khaliah O. Guillory.
Mic check. Give me some more volume in the mic. Let's go. We're going to dance, people. Let's move music. Whenever that music drops, I want to see some movement. Hey, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna, you got cool hair. I love it. Hey, thank you. Oh, good night. Tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Hey, keep it going. Come on, this time we gotta stand up. Let's go. It's a party. Let's go. Hey, energy. Let me see your best move. There we go. That's it. Hey. Yeah. Okay. So whenever you hear the music in the front, I want you to sway your body from side to side, okay? So left to right. And then when the beat drops, you're gonna go really fast. So you're gonna do like this. Hey, there we go. Woo!
Get ready to unleash your dopeness. Powered by Khaliah O. Guillory.
You guys probably thinking, what did they get us into this morning? Oh, guys, good morning. No, good morning. Guys, if I close the laptop, am I good? Thumbs up in the back, AV? Okay, all right, cool. Well, I am Khaliah O. Guillory, and we get to hang out for the next 60 minutes or so. How are we feeling about that? First, before we dive in, I have to show love and give it up for the steering committee, the leadership team. Please give it up for them. Thank you so much for the invitation to be here. I tell you, when I got the call, I said, Ombuds? What? What's an Ombuds? And then I quickly realized that you are the dreamers, the doers, the game changers, and the work that you are doing for humanity. Please stand to your feet and give yourselves a round of applause. I thank you. I honor you. All around. David told me he put it in one simple sentence: you help people help themselves. So on behalf of the world, thank you. I am Khaliah O. Guillory, as they mentioned earlier. I am an avid napper, so much so I founded this place called Nap Bar. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, it's a place where you pop in Houston, you can take a nap, you can do yoga, you can meditate. We help people rest. And that's a critical component to when you think of striving for authenticity, sense of belonging, conflict resolution, all those things. But before I did that, I was in a cushy job as a VP at a Fortune 100 company, and I realized I was at this intersection where my contribution no longer met my satisfaction. Anybody been there before? You see, I thought every time I got to the next rung on the ladder, of said ladder, that feeling would go away. And I quickly realized that it didn't. And so what I did one day is that I thought, well, what could I do that would like be my gift back to the world? What's my divine purpose? And one of those divine purposes was Nap Bar. The other was KOG and Company, which is the business that I'm here today speaking under. It's a DEI and wellness boutique firm that comes up and we just hang out with people for 60 minutes or so in the form of keynotes. Now, one thing that you probably seen on the screen, the topic of the conversation is unleash your dopeness. Got a couple of Let's clear some things up. Okay, is that cool? Can we clear some things up? Just in case you guys haven't noticed, this is gonna be super interactive. So I'm expect for you to say something back to me, all right? There we go. I got one person, thank you. So dope, defined by KOG Dictionary, means that it's a level of swag, it's a promotion, it's an extra zero in your bank account, it's something that gets you hype and fired up. Dope? Okay, so now you guys caught on. It was a very bright group. So when I say something that resonates with you, you say, oh man, guys, I don't need to even be here. What are we doing? Like, you want to dance the rest of the time? So let's just try it on for size to make sure we all got it. Everyone in this audience, they are superstars. Dope? Dope? Yeah, there we go. I need everybody to contribute, okay? Dope? Okay, cool. So what we're going to do today is, the theme, I believe, is learn, connect, and have fun, maybe not in that particular order. We've already had fun. Yes, dope. By way of dancing, moving our hips. Not yet? Oh, who didn't dance? We got to dance. But we're going to learn, and we're already connecting. And the way we're going to do that is I will share my playbook on how I believe that I have navigated and journeyed through the world in this big age of mine to unleash my dopeness. You see, I believe that everyone is born with a measure of dopeness, but what happens is that as we go along and things happen and life happens, that sometimes that dopeness is falling dormant. So what we're going to do today is reactivate it. Some of you have already activated it. We're just going to continue to go, so that we can continue going into our greatness. Dope? So at this point, I invite you to take a moment and jot down one thing that you want to take away from this talk this morning, from this keynote. Because I'm making a commitment to you guys. We're on a contract for the next 39 minutes. I got a timer here. So what is it that you want to accomplish out of this keynote? And what is it that you want to accomplish out of this conference? Because I believe that when I was in corporate America and I came to these type of things, I didn't want to just walk away and say I went to the conference. I want to walk away with actionable items. So if you could take 30 seconds, jot down what do you want to accomplish or take away from this keynote, and what is it that you want to take away from the entire conference? 30 seconds. Someone shout at me. What did you write down? How to inspire. Yes. Yes. What else?
Future of the Ombuds office.
Yes. Oh, that's good. I love it. What else? Energy. I think we got that covered. I'm coming over here. I feel your energy. Oh, that's a good one. How to connect to each other's dopeness. That's dope. Say it one more time. Ready for more. Oh, that's a good one. Sense of community.
Capture playful spirit.
Oh, man. Did you dance already?
Of course I did.
Oh, well, you already captured it. You see, I have a playbook that one of the beginning pages of the playbook is, I call it the CII. It's confidence, independence, and impartiality. Confidence is to show up as we are in the world. That's the first step to unleashing our dopeness. The second is independence, to be independent thinkers. You know, it's cool whenever we make collective decisions, but sometimes, I've done this before, I go along just to go along. And sometimes that doesn't really work for the collective. Dope? And being impartial is the ability to hold space for people who don't look like us, come from where we come from, think like us. Dope? All right. So are we ready for the cheat code? Because that's the first parts of the playbook, but the cheat code is coming. Are we ready? I'm not convinced. No. I got one yes from my guy that wants the energy. Are we ready for the cheat code? Are we ready for the cheat code? One more time, like say it from your core. Are you ready for this cheat code? There we go. All right, so get your digital pens and pads, and we're gonna take this ride together. The first step is radical self-love. That was a plot twist, right? You see, I was intentional about radical. What does radical mean? Bold, beyond the expected. I didn't just say self-love. That's regular degular. We're talking about radical self-love. The type of self-love I'm talking about is that when those negative talks come up in our mind, we go away with it. We say, not today, negative talk. And it starts with having the audacity, being audacious, being bold, having the gall to say what you mean and mean what you say. To have the gall to say, you know what, I'm gonna talk to my manager because I'm ready for this next promotion. Or I'm gonna ask that cute person out on a date. It's having the audacity. See, it's bigger than just pulling up our chair to the table. The table doesn't serve us anymore. It's time for us to take action. The type of action that I'm talking about is when I think about it as I was doing research. Who's familiar with Mary Rowe? Let's give it up for her. I heard she's going to be watching this, so let's give her roses and her flowers now. But it got me to thinking, can you imagine these founding members and our founding mothers of this incredible organization and association? What people said back was 1970s. They were like, you want to do what? You want to do what for why? Are you crazy, Mary? I can only imagine what audacity it took for something inside of her to keep going. She kept going so that all of us could be in this room today. So where are my 80s babies? Make some noise. You remember the bracelet WWJD? What about WWMD? What would Mary do? So anytime you are fearful about what that next thing is going to come out of your mouth, or how are you going to show up in the world, or how are you going to share space with somebody, I want you to channel your audacity. The Mary Rowe audacity. Dope? Something came up. Take a second and jot down, what would that even look like for you? What do you need to be bold and audacious with? Is it a person? Is it a thing? What's coming up? Jot it down real quick. Give me a dope if you're ready to move on. We need more time. Okay. Dope. All right. The next step is to understand your why. Why do we do the things that we do? See, when I was at that intersection in corporate America, I understood that my why was to solve a $400 billion sleep deprivation issue that causes the U.S. economic system to fail because of sleep deprivation. I understood that my why was to allow for generational curses to die with my parents, and I will birth a generation of innovation and technology to help with said problem for sleep deprivation. What's your why? That's what gets me up in the morning. to put one foot on the ground and the next one after? What's your why? Does your person know your why? Your accountability person, do they know your why? Do you know your why? Take a second, jot it down, and I'm coming back because I want to know what your why is. And I'll give you a hint. For some of you, it has nothing to do with your job. Some of it is family. Some of it is your health. Who wants to share their why? Did we say this was Vegas? I know we're in Indy, but this is Vegas. Who wants to share? Yes.
I want to share Indigenous thought around the world.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Serving others. All in the heart. All right here. What else? My daughters. Help people to see beyond them. See, there's no right or wrong answer to our why. But it's got to be something that's going to resonate inside of you every single day, especially on those days when you simply just don't want to. Anybody have those days? Oh, we're not going to be honest today? So if you're still struggling with your why, just jot it down and come back to it and ponder on it. Why? Question mark. What is my why? Dope? Tribal diversity. What I mean by this is people who don't look like you, they don't come from where you come from, they challenge your thought processes. When was the last time you looked at your tribe? Like really took a hard look at who was in your tribe. Meaning, here's some indicators. If you're no longer mentally stimulated, it might be time for a new tribe. If you're bored, if you're constantly saying you're finding other things to do when you get invites to hang out with said tribe, you guys are chuckling because I'm hitting at somebody's scene. Who? What do we need to do with our tribe? They say that exposure expands our expectations. If we aren't exposing ourselves to different and new, how are we going to improve the lens of our expectations? Take a second and really think about that. If we're not exposing ourselves to different and new, how can we help the people to help themselves? Take a second, jot it down. Who's in your tribe? I feel like some people are going to be getting next off the list and out the crew today. Dope. Yeah, one dope. It's been pruning season for you, huh? You've been ready. Take a second, jot it down. Who's no longer in your tribe? Or here's an even better question. Who would you like to engage to be a part of your tribe? Who would you like to be exposed to? Take a second. And as you think through this, I often think of my time in my career where I realized that back in the early 2000s, when I was really heavy in corporate America, it was all about competition. We're in a new age now. Competition is out, collaboration is in. Dope. One dope. Thank you. So who are we going to when we think about that? When we think about that, we always talked about the slice of the pie, or we're going to share a slice of the pie with our fellow people and our colleagues. But what if the slice is no longer big for us? What if I can share with you the recipe so you can go and bake your own pie? And you can sprinkle your little seasoning on it. And I'm like, oh man, this is a great pie. And then I go back and I make my pie and I sprinkle a little extra seasoning on it. It's like, oh, well, this is a Houston kind of pie. And then you go back home and you sprinkle your seasoning. So imagine we have the recipe to bake our own pie, but it's baked through our own lens. Dope? I got crazy dope. Are you guys up? Do we need to do some burpees? Dope. All right. All right, we up now. Everyone's like, no, I don't want to do any burpees. I don't want to do Healing. Healing is your superpower. I say this because therapy is dope. Dope. I have clocked 10,000 plus hours of therapy. See, I am a motherless child. My mother lost her life to the battle against ALS, was also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, shortly after I graduated from college. And my older sister, thank God for her, immediately got me into therapy. And so I know what it's like to have to go through healing. And I know that because I went through said hours of healing, that's the reason why I'm able to be on the stage with you and be fully transparent and vulnerable and it still be dope. And so what is your healing? Do we need to heal the family? Do we need to hold 8-year-old younger you's hand and say, hey, you are better than good. You are more than enough. You got this. You are beautiful. You are brilliant. What type of healing do we need? Because see, in order for us to really, truly connect and embrace our authenticity, we have to heal ourselves. What does that look like? You guys are already writing. Take a second, jot it down, and we're going to talk about it. What I've come to realize that in my healing journey, visualization has become a real thing for me. And I've also committed to no longer having bad days. What I mean by that is that my healing means that I don't sleep with my phone. So the last thing that I'm looking at, I'm not scrolling on Instagram, not looking at Facebook. I'm going through my gratitude list in my head before I close my eyes, before I go to bed. First thing I do, I'm not reaching for said phone that's on my nightstand. I'm opening my eyes and I'm going through what I envision the day to look like. So I'm visualizing everything in my head. Anybody visualize in the room? Yeah, dope. And so thoughts become things. And so whenever, hey, hi, put it on speakerphone, tell them we dropping gems. When I visualize, I realize that my thoughts become things and they're positive things. Hence the reason why I no longer have bad days. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you guys that everything is peachy and everything is perfect, because it's not. There's some days where I have 1,000 bad things that go wrong, but when I get to the end of the day, I realize that I had a great day because I still get to operate in my capacity of my divine purpose. Dope? If nothing else goes wrong in my day, all else fails, I make my bed because at least I won one thing in that day. Dope? So let me go back to the question. What are you looking to heal? Family? Your health? A broken relationship? The relationship with yourself? What is it that we can heal in this room to unlock the authenticity in us, to unleash our dopeness so that we can continue to help others help themselves? Take a second. Something else came up. Jot it down. And while you're doing that, I'll leave you with this thought. For us that feel stuck in the room sometimes, like almost like you're just like, man, every time I take a step forward, I take 3 steps back. I feel like my feet are in quicksand. I've come to realize on my journey in this thing called life that oftentimes when I feel like I'm buried, I'm actually planted. Planted meaning that there's a person, place, or thing or something that I need in that season, in that moment, and I haven't gotten it yet. So I've come to realize that patience is really, truly a virtue. And so in the morning when I feel like I wake up and I'm stuck, I close my eyes and I visualize me calling the thing forward that I need. Do I need healing? Do I need more education? Do I need a connection? What exactly do I need? Or do I simply need to allow fear to be my ally and go? Fear is your ally Say, hey, fear, we can do anything. Because I realized that fear will paralyze you, especially if we're chasing perfection. But if we strive for excellence, it'll catapult us. Dope? Ready to move on? All right. Energy. Whew. Protect your energy at all costs. Some of you in here have been sitting on writing a white paper, a book, starting a cookbook, starting a side business, a side hustle. You were committed to doing something. And when you shared that something with someone who's a non-risk taker, who's a dream killer, and they told you, what? That's a terrible idea. And you didn't do anything. So that leads me to my next my motto. Stop sharing your vision with folks who don't have the capacity to understand your greatness. Oh, you guys are up now. Oh, shoot. Let me say that again. You have to stop sharing your vision with folks who don't have the capacity to understand your greatness. Double dope. Get them out of the way. That goes back to tribal diversity. Dope? So when you think about what is it that you were stopped to do in your tracks that you didn't do because someone said that wasn't a great idea, write that down. What is that thing? Revisit that thing. There's something in you that is dying to be birthed. And perhaps the statement I made a few seconds ago about being buried, perhaps you need to deliver whatever it is that you're pregnant with. A vision. That vision could be the thing that solves the next thing that we need for humanity. But you're sitting on it. Dope? Non-conforming. We said it was Vegas. Can I share a story with you guys? 2 people want to hear my story? Oh, you guys, I'm having a time of my life. Can you tell? So I'm gonna come down and get into energy with you guys. So my truth does not require your approval. Ooh, my truth does not require your approval. I learned this, it was circa 2005, 2006-ish. I came from financial services, and I had a manager at the time who was my mentor, also became my sponsor. And during that time, he told me, excuse me, Jamie, he told me that he wanted to recommend me for this diversity council, circa 2005, 2006. Now, guys, I'm setting the timeline so you can know that diversity wasn't like a sexy word. Well, I don't know if it's sexy today, but it's not what it used to be, circa 2005, 2006. And I just got promoted. I was like, yes, let's go, let's do this thing. So he put my name in the hat, and I was selected. And so I received the application, and I read the application. I get down to all the things it asks: name, your occupation, what do you do? And then I see a box for sexual orientation. I said, well, why do they need to know all that? You see, I was in the proverbial closet back then. I live out loud and proud now, but this story was a catalyst for that. And so I picked up the phone, and I called my buddy who was in HR, who also knew my story. She was like one of the only people, one of my buddies at work, that knew who I really, truly was. And I said, hey, Amaris, I really want to do this thing, but I'm afraid that I'll be committing career suicide. Because literally all the people in the room who are going to be on this diversity council are EVPs. I'm going after their job. And she said, no, KG, this is exactly why I want you to be on this council. I was like, oh, okay, thanks, Amara. I hung with the phone. I was like, I'm not convinced. So I picked up the phone. And remember I told you I lost my mother right after I graduated from college. So this was about 5-6 years after I lost my mom. I called my big sister, who's 8 years older than I am, and she continued to raise me. And I said, hey, because she's been in corporate America for forever. And I said, hey, this is what's going on. This is the situation. What do you think I should do? Excuse me, Mark. She said, very boldly, if this company, not based on your performance, doesn't want you, and they judge you based on what you check on a box, I don't want you to work for said company. Ooh, y'all give it up for my big sister. And then in that moment, I realized that my truth doesn't require anybody's approval. Now listen, Ombuds. I love y'all. I'm from Texas. I love y'all. I love you back. But the really cool thing about this story is that you can insert you in this proverbial closet as well. Because see, it's not just for folks who identify as LGBTQ. It's also for folks who are identifying on anything with the diversity wheel. Age, gender, socioeconomics, think ethnicity, all the things. I tell you, I was, at one point in my career, I was overseeing 220 employees, and I had one particular employee that I would carry him in my heart. And it was Veterans Day, and I went by this particular store he was at when I was a district manager, and we were celebrating, and we didn't know that he was a vet. And so I pulled him to the side, and I said, well, why are you keeping this a secret? He said, well, people in the workplace associate vets with having PTSD, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm going to come in here and blow the place up. His proverbial closet was the fact that he served to keep us safe. I will never forget that. So my question to you, what have you been conforming? Today is the day we're non-conforming. Dope? Write it down, jot it down. I'm coming back on the stage, and then when I get there, I'm going to ask somebody to share. Who wants to share? I gave you guys a heads up. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing, that's fine. I just want you to know that I'm holding space for you for whatever it is that you wrote on that paper. Dope? I'll leave this section with my favorite quote from Oscar Wilde. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Dope? Tailor-made. Oh man, this is probably one of my favorite sections because it comes from a lens of mentors, sponsors. Mentors, people I speak with. Sponsors are people that talk about me when I'm not in the room. Dope? See, and I come from the ideology that if I could sit at someone's feet and learn the playbook, I'm not going to go out and reinvent the wheel. You subscribe to that? So then I came up with the motto, why duplicate mediocrity when you can borrow genius? Hey, triple dope. You guys are waking up. Your coffee's kicking in. Why duplicate mediocrity when you could borrow genius? You could literally sit at these people's feet and learn. You could learn from the living and the dead. You could pick up a book. You could read. You could listen to a podcast. There's so many different things you can do. The reason why I love mentors and sponsors is because they call you out. They sure will, right? They will call you out and call you to the mat and tell you exactly what it is. They will also let you know when you are sending your rep into the world. Anyone familiar with a rep? Imposter? Somebody else? Some people are like, no, I don't have a rep. Okay, let's go through this quick exercise. Have you walked away from a conversation and you replayed it 20 different times in your head and said, man, I shouldn't have said that? That might have been your rep. Have you ever walked away from a conversation and you just felt icky about it? That could have been your rep. Have you joined a Zoom call and one of your homies was on the call before everybody else and you're like, hey, what's going on, girl? Like, how's everything going? What's going on with the kids? And then the moment somebody else joined, you're like, oh, hi, Karen, hello. What's that about? I want the same energy that she got. See, what I found is that we have lived behind this mask, and sometimes it's hard for us to discern between the two. Conscious, subconscious. I got a little quick exercise. We got 10 minutes left. Can we run through it real quick? All right, let's do it. So when I say something, I'm going to say something to kick us off that people said to me that wasn't true, and I'm going to put a glass on it. I need you guys to shout at me something that someone told you that ended up not being true. Got it? Okay. Let's say I was told that I would not earn a scholarship. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. Poverty line is, 20-something thousand dollars. That's the median income. And I was told I wouldn't make it out of Port Arthur. Well, I made it out. I retired as VP from a Fortune 100 company. All right. Okay, next one. Oh, this is a good one. This is when I had that tribal diversity shift. When I called and told my buddies, hey, I'm going to retire from said corporation, and I'm gonna open up this place where people go and take a nap. They said, KG, your therapist is not doing what she needs to be doing. But I'm pleased to share that nap bar, we just signed a contract, so when you fly through Houston in late summer, you'll be able to come and take a nap at Nap Bar. Dope? All right. You guys see where I'm going with this. Somebody give me something. Give me something.
People didn't think I could make money being a professional peacekeeper.
Ooh.
With my doctorate in it.
Ooh! Give it up for this professional peacekeeper. Dope. What else? You guys laughing at me? What? What's wrong? I look a little different? Say it again. You're a lawyer. Why would you want to do conflict resolution? Like, and look at you, changing the world, doing it. One more glass. Somebody give me something.
I have one.
Give it to me. I like how you tap me. You was like, hey, hey girl, right here.
I will always be alone.
Oh.
I'm not.
And you're not. Look at you. Yeah, everybody. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up for yourselves. Okay, but wait. Give it up for me, though. What do I look like? Somebody said dope. Now I know. Are your glasses on? This is what we look like when we go out into the world, when we send our representative. Because we are looking through lens that were not prescribed for us. We are looking through lens that were manufactured by society, and society told us this is how we should show up. But I can't see a thing but these bright lights. But what happens when I start to remove these lenses? Oh, I can see. Oh, there y'all are. Take a second. What lens do you need to drop? What mask do you need to get rid of? What rep do you need to fire? What does that look like? You guys ready to keep it moving? Dope. Intentions. How will you leave your imprint on the world? A buddy of mine back in Houston, Michelle Ngame, I had a podcast, eons ago, and she was a guest, and she hit me with these 4 words that will forever be etched in my brain. Commit to die empty. Oof. Now, I don't say that to be morbid. I'm saying that to say that studies have shown that if you're looking for $1 billion idea, go and visit the cemetery. Because those people had these amazing ideas, but never did anything with it. They didn't commit to die empty. See, I've committed that when I take my last breath, that everything that I have desired to do, my visions are going to be out there attached to my legacy. So when I take my last breath, I know I contributed to humanity. Thanks, guys. Oh, Ombuds. What's your intention? What are you going to do to commit to die empty? What does that even look like for you? What boundaries are you going to set with yourself so you can commit to die empty? Ooh. Take a second. Jot it down. What does that even look like? Because see, in order for us to commit to die empty, it's not anymore about what they are doing, it's about what we are doing. And I found that whenever I'm doing this intentional journey, that when I get to a bump in the road, I need something that keeps me going. And what keeps me going is a little jar that my other half and I keep, and it's a mason jar. Anyone familiar with mason jars? Glass jar? Okay, make sure. I'm in India. I don't know. And every day, you write down on a little piece of paper your win for the day. Big, small, in between. It could be I made the bed. I drank 1 ounce of water. It's a win. You drink 1 ounce. Every day you put it in there, and at the last day of the year, on New Year's Eve, you sit down and you remind yourself of your greatness. You will have 365 pieces of paper to remind you of your greatness, to encourage you to keep going so you can commit to die empty. Dope? All right, choose wellness. We couldn't have a wellness talk without having a little bit of wellness talk. It's where people are like, I don't know. She's going to be on my toes about this one. I am. Can I get nerdy for just a quick second? So as a certified sleep coach, I'm here to tell you that sleep is a necessity. It is not a luxury. What I mean by that, studies show women and people of color have a higher propensity to suffer from sleep deprivation, sleep disorders. Sleep also is one of the things that regulates your body. It helps with repairing your brain, downloads the memories of the day. It removes toxins in your body. We take baths every day, right? Right? Hold on, guys. You fell asleep on me. Okay, wake up. Let's do these burpees. Because you smelled great when I was out there.
Yes,
we bathed. You took a bath, you took a shower, you cleaned your body. Okay. Oh, Ombuds. But what happens whenever we go to sleep, our brains take a bath. So when you don't, you're robbing your brain from doing the things that it was designed to do. Here's the thing. Go back to that stat on women. Now, for my guys in the room who identify as guys, you're an ally to this. So I'm going to challenge you. Like, what could you be doing to help your person get a little bit more sleep? Because the women, raise your hand if this is you, if you feel seen. You will not get the required hours that your body needs a night. You will work a full-time job. You go home, help the kids with homework. You go then to walk the dog. And then you might have date night that night. And you think you can make it all up with a cup of coffee. Not dope. As a former banker, I'm here to tell you, sleep debt, it's not a thing. There's no grace period on it. You can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't sleep in on Saturday and think that's it. So here, I'm going to give you quickly a rundown. And AV team, I'm going to take 5 more minutes before we get into Q&A. Thanks, guys. I'm going to give you my cheat list and cheat code to get better sleep. Anybody want it? Yeah. Oh, you guys are up for the. Okay, you want the cheat code for sleep, but. All right, number 1. Turn on your no. Turn on your no. Dope. No, I can't walk the dog, but you can. No, I'm not giving the kids a bath tonight. You are. No, here's a good one. No, I am out of the office today. My, as we call it, the ooh, is on. My out of the office notification is on, so I'm out of the office. And I will not respond to an email until I'm back in the office. Dope. Number 2, upgrade your bedding linen. You spend a third of your lifetime in your bed. Some of you guys are still flipping that same mattress from 1992. Flip it out the house and get you a new one. I got a lot of laughing over here. I must be somebody seen. Number 3, schedule unplug sessions. You don't have to take a nap. You could just unplug from the world. Anything that buzzes and dings, unplug it. Sit in your office for 5 minutes and do nothing. Dope. You're already doing it, I feel like. And for you that are thinking, well, I don't have time. Well, pull out your cell phone and go and look at your screen time report. Tell me if you find 5 minutes there. I'm just saying. Dope. Snake, aloe, ivy plants. Put them in your bedroom. They help with allergies. They are hyperallergenic. Spring is upon us. So if you suffer from allergies, definitely get you a snake, aloe, or ivy plant. And it also cleans the air so you can get better sleep at night. Dope. Invest in a weighted blanket. Oh, it's like you get a hug all throughout the night, right? Stick to a routine bedtime and wake schedule. I know. I always get one chuckle. Now, here's the thing. I'm giving you 10 things. I challenge you to pick one. Start from there. This is the next one. Oh, somebody's going to probably want to throw a shoe at me. Set your temperature to between 62 and 69 degrees. I got some yays and I got some side eyes. Ooh, what's that in Celsius? Hang on, I'll get it for you. I'm going to Google whenever I get done. 18. There we go. Cold, super cold. Your body shouldn't shiver and it shouldn't sweat when you're sleeping. Next one. Oh, and we could be cool here. Where are my people who are perimenopausal, menopausal, those nice sweats are about to take you out? We need to talk more about it. So we're going to talk about it right now. If you haven't tried magnesium, go and get you some stat. Dope. Next, mood lighting. Go over to Lowe's or Home Depot if you guys aren't from here. Go to your local hardware store and get a colored bulb. Blue lighting, if you change the light in your night lamp, change it to blue. That helps with depression. Change it to green. That helps with inflammation in your body. Dope. Next one, do bedtime yoga. Yes, it's a thing. Dope. I dare somebody to do it tonight. Get in the middle of the bed, go to YouTube, search bedtime yoga, 5 minutes, you're gonna probably be out like a light. The stretching helps with releasing serotonin in your body. The last one is my favorite. I'm gonna run down real quick. 10 hours before bed, no more caffeine. All right, dope, all right. 3 hours before bed, no more food or alcohol. No dopes. You're really not gonna like this next one. 2 hours before bed, no more work. You guys want better sleep or not? Yes. Number 1 hour, 1 hour before bed, no more screen time. TV scrolling, no. 0 times before bed, do not hit the snooze button. Here's what happens when you hit the snooze button. Your body goes back into a restful state, and you keep going the wake-sleep cycle all over again. You go back into REM, you wake up. That's why you're groggy when you wake up, because you hit your snooze button too many times. You just wake up, pop up, go. Get it out of the way. Dope? All right, we're wrapping this thing up. Did you see here what happened? What did I spell? Look at you guys. So there might be a time when you feel that this is just too much, this radical self-love, and I got to unleash my dopeness, and it's just way too much. I want you to commit to operating in CPR. CPR means you're going to be connected to your source, whoever and whatever that might be. The P is you're going to protect your energy. And the R is to respect your legacy and your journey. Dope? All right. Now, next, we've got this cool little resource list. I think this will be sent out to you. There's hyperlinks, some of my favorite reads that have gotten me through my journey. Also, at the very bottom, there is a link, Fake It Till You Make It. It's an article I published on Huffington Post about how can we really, truly not fake it till we make it and just be authentic in our truth. Dope? Take 2 seconds, jot down real quick. What's one takeaway that you're going to leave this keynote and implement immediately? Real quick. Aloe, yes. Gratitude jar. Y'all were listening. What's that? Drive. Tribe. Your tribal diversity. Yes. Oh man, some people about to get the boot today. I can feel it. Bedtime yoga. Find me on Instagram. Find me on LinkedIn. There's a link here in a second. But next what I will ask of you guys to do real quick, because we're getting into our Q&A, pull out your cell phones. Everybody knows what this is. The pandemic has taught us how to scan a QR code. This is a survey not from the association, but this is my personal survey. My goal is to impact 1 million dope humans to unleash their dopeness. And you can help me do that by simply taking this survey. Enter the code word DOPE. And that will link to you receiving our custom Nap Bar sleep playlist. So you want to hear some restful soundscapes tonight. It'll automatically flow to your inbox after you take the survey. This will take less than 60 seconds. Fill that out for me if you don't mind. And when you're done, just simply put your phone back down. That's why I'll know you're done. All right, looks like most of everyone is done. One last request. We are capturing testimonials of this talk. So if you would like, I'm calling on 3 to 5 participants who would like to be a part of the testimonial. You'll be doing me a solid. If so, just meet me stage right after the keynote, and we'll grab that. We'll go into another room and capture those testimonials. You guys ready to move on? Dope. Everybody's completed? Dope. All right. Here is where we can connect. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, let's be friends. Go into my DM and tell me what's going on with you. I'm invested at this point. So if you're committed to doing bedtime yoga tonight, tomorrow, tell me how it worked. Somebody's giving a boot in their tribe, go in there and tell me how it worked. How's that energy going for you up front? Yeah? All right. All right, now last but not least, we're going to do something that I call a Ussy chant. So you guys, I'm going to invite you to stand to your feet. And then next we'll get into Q&A. All right, so it's not a party if we don't do a little chant. At least it's not a KG party. So I'm just going to say something. You repeat it, okay? All right. Let me get I'm going to do 2 things. Where's my phone? Okay. So I'm going to record this, and I'm going to post it so you guys can see it as well. All right. You're just going to repeat after me, all right? Cool? Dope? All right. I'm going to start over here. I am bold. I am brave. I am so dope. Give it up for yourselves. All right, you guys can have a seat. We did it in the beginning. You want to do it again? Did we have fun? Yes. Did we learn? Yes. Did we feel connected? Yes. Success. Oh, I love you. Questions? I think there's microphones in the front. Questions? Yes.
I am from Port Arthur.
No way.
I am from Port Arthur. I live in Houston. I have seen you, I believe, on LinkedIn. I did not know you were from Port Arthur, but I have to thank you.
All right, you didn't have to say that because I'm coming.
I am so happy to see somebody from Port Arthur.
Oh my God.
Thank you. It's been wonderful.
Thank
I
you.
grew up, I went to Lincoln and all of that.
What class?
88.
You
Well-
probably know my sister, Rondo Guillory. Oh my God. Please stay afterwards. We got to take a selfie. She is not going to believe this. In Indianapolis? Oh, what? Oh my gosh, that is crazy. She was class of 89. Mind blown. Insert mind blown emoji. Who else has a question? I'm on an extra high right now. So.
Hi there. Just an amazing presentation. Every time I come to these, there's always something that comes and talks to you. And I'm so happy I came and I heard you this morning.
Oh,
I
thank
really
you.
feel everything that you said. It really is very powerful.
Oh, can I hug you?
Sure. Yeah. I love hugs.
Oh, I love that jacket.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Of course. Any other questions? I have one here and then one in the back. While you go to the back, Dave, I got this one. Okay.
Could you just first of all, thank you for everything. This is a great presentation. Could you repeat what CPR was? I couldn't.
Yes, connected to your source, whatever that looks like. And then the P is protect your energy. And then R is respect your brand and your legacy. Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, my name is Amanda. The sleep really resonated with me, probably many people here too.
Sounds like we need to come back and just do something on sleep.
Yes. Thank you for all of the tidbits. I'm definitely bedtime yogaing tonight. And please, please expand your brand every airport. I am going to fly through Houston on purpose now, but please, I encourage you. I will, however I can support that, spreading through all the airports.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How do you prepare for different audiences? I know that you weren't familiar with us, Ombuds, but now you love us. But for different groups that you go to, like how do you prepare for each group? And is the message the same? Do you tailor it to each group?
No, so that's one of my differentiators as a keynote speaker. It's not cookie cutter. So I hopped on a conference call with the incredible steering committee and we talked about it. And then I still was scratching my head like, really, what is Ombuds? And I did countless hours of research because my thing is that I don't want you to experience me as just a regular keynote speaker. I really want something that I say to resonate, and I can't resonate with you if I don't know who you are. Oh, thank you, God. Oh my God, I don't want to leave. Can I be an honorary Ombuds? We have one more question?
Thank you. Really quickly, a lot of things you made today resonated with me as well. And the topic of sleep is, I think, highly underrated. So if I could ask 2 questions.
Absolutely.
First, does the optimal...
Can you guys hear? I want to make sure they hear. Oh, okay, hold on. There you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
So 2 technical questions about sleep. First, would the optimal temperature depend on the climate? And then the second question would be, do you have any advice for jet lag?
Let's tackle the last one first. Where are you coming from?
Bangkok.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Welcome.
Thank you.
And you're usually asleep by now.
Isn't it bedtime?
Jet lag, for those who are jet lagged, Time Shifter app. Game changer for me. So what it does is that you go into app and you put in your itinerary and it tells you when you should be asleep. It tells you when you should take a nap. It tells you when you should go out and get natural sunlight because vitamin D helps with releasing all the hormones that you needed to release. And that is definitely a help. I need to reach out to them because I'm pretty sure I've sent them a gazillion people at this point. Time Shifter app. It's a life changer. Absolutely. And then the first question was based on climate. No, and here's the thing. They say the range is between 62 and 69, but always say do what's best for you. As long as you're not shivering and you're not sweating when you're sleeping, that temperature is good for you. And it's the same thing with desired hours of sleep. CDC states that it's 7 to 9 hours. I have some of my clients who are operating with 6 and they're perfect. So it's based on what your body needs when you wake up and you feel refreshed and restored. But if you're feeling like you're still a little groggy, you either slept too long or you didn't sleep enough. It's based on your own personal body and your DNA. Great questions.
Thank you.
One more question right here. Hi. So you've learned about Ombuds. You know that people come to see us, visit us, talk to us about stuff. How might we invite them to take a nap with us?
What kind of nap are we talking about, friend?
Restorative.
I'm being funny. That really is a really good. So I'm starting to see in my practice that some of our clients are corporations who invite us to come and do pop-up nap bar segments for clients, for employees. So that's not really far-fetched. Where are you located?
I'm in North Carolina, and I work elsewhere in the country, too.
Yeah, so the goal is that, my mission is that you'll see nap bars on every corner. It'll be a franchise. So when you see a Starbucks, you'll see a nap bar. A nappuccino is an actual thing. So yeah, so the goal is that people will be able to come and take a nap, almost like a drive-through. Drive in, park, come and take a nap, and then you're on with the rest of the day. And in addition to airports, hospitals, sporting venues, we plan to be everywhere. Great question. Thank you. I think I'm out of time, or do we have time for? I saw one more hand over here. Do we have? We're out. We're out of time. Oh, well, David. Oh, what? Blame it on David. It wasn't me.
Sorry, y'all. How do you balance audacity? When should you step up and when should you step back?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm so happy we squeezed that one in. Okay, I'm gonna go fast. Okay, how do your intuition? That gut will not steer you wrong. If something feels off and weird, don't pass go. Do not collect $200. But if it feels good, because I check in. Like if someone asks me a question, I'll like, hang on a second, let me think about that. And I also ask for permission. Can I think about it and get back to you? Because sometimes I know for myself, I'm a true Scorpio. Like I get excited about stuff. Oh, got some Scorpios in the house. Hey, we're here deep. I heard a lot. I would say yes to something without even thinking about it, or even having the capacity or bandwidth to actually do the thing. So now I'll just say, you know what? I'm so excited about that, but let me get back to you on it. Can I get back to you on Friday? And then I check in with myself. I'll journal, I'll meditate, and then I'll ask for an answer. And when it comes up, I'm like, oh, well, that's my answer. Let me go. And it's a quick answer, and then I move on. And I put my period at the end of that, because I realize I don't owe you an explanation of why I said no. That's it. Can't do it. Thanks. Thanks for considering me. Have a great day. Have you had a nap today? Y'all, it has been beyond amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, you are far too kind. I really appreciate you. Please, friends, stay in touch. Keep in touch. I would love to hear from you. I'm rooting for you extra, extra hard. Thank you.